All right, let's talk to God.
Hey there, all you fine fellows. You're listening to Radio D&D.
I'm James Landoff, the Dungeon Master, aka Mr. Mayor.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I play Mirai.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I play Marcus.
I'm Casey, and I play B.
I'm Ethan, and I play Zephyr.
Now, roll that recap.
Hey there, all you fine fellows. You're listening to 98.3 The Drop. At last, the Lonely Hearts could speak with Einstein face to face, and despite appearing to be in Alcatraz, there was no sign of the MLE. Einstein spoke to Zephyr, revealing the nature of his 100-year absence. When the reality bomb detonated, it created two separate realities, a notion previously thought to be impossible. Due to his proximity to the bomb, Zephyr was caught between the realities in a state of limbo until he was eventually forced to one of the realities. During this time, his person was infused with energies of the chromatic sea, as well as energies of the twin reality. It was then Einstein revealed his intentions for summoning Zephyr to his dimension. Using a portion of Zephyr's being, Einstein could hone in on the twin reality, using it as a sort of compass to make his way there and aid in the ongoing conflict against the Demon King. He offered to take everyone with him, as he could surely use the help of such capable allies. But the Lonely Hearts still had work to do in their own reality. Understanding their decision, Einstein offered to let them stay in his cottage until he was ready to depart. Inside was all manner of gizmos and contraptions, including one Einstein referred to as the chronologer. The device allowed for the observation of a simulated environment over the course of time. A profound and curious device indeed. Knowing they would soon enter Alcatraz, Zephyr proposed to Mirai, fearing he might not have the opportunity much longer. Einstein bid everyone farewell, tearing his dimension free and leaving the Lonely Hearts in Justina's domain, the arcane prison of Alcatraz.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the map. Under the actual image of the map, you'll notice there are 5 floors. Your starting floor, which you don't know, the floor the gate is on, the floor Speechless is on, the floor Danda is on, and then the floor the key room is on, which you know which floor the gate is on and which room the key room is because of Lux. As for where Speechless and Danda is, you will have to figure that out. Looking at the map, you will see that there are a total of 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 cells per floor.
Damn.
In front, yes, there's a lot of cells in Alcatraz. Furthermore, this is something Anubis would know, and Lux could have confirmed, but Anubis basically has detect magic at will, and will be able to see the alarm spells that are in various locations, so I have no problem telling you this off the get-go. So basically, there are alarms in front of each of the cells, and they're connected in basically 20 by 20 blocks on each sort of side. Activating one will activate the adjacent ones for that section. That brings me to the Alcatraz security threat counter. So you will have a limited amount of time to escape Alcatraz before Justina sends her MLE forces to apprehend you. Her forces will arrive either after 2 hours or after 3 alarms have been triggered, whichever comes first. You can see this grid along with the status of each alarm. And as we go, if you dispel or activate or trigger one, I will mark them accordingly on this graph so we can keep track. Only 5 floors are listed in the table because, as far as I know, we're only concerned with those 5 floors. If you guys go to other floors, we'll have to factor those in. So the first floor, assuming that's not the one you start on, is presumably above you. And the 142nd floor, assuming that's not the one you start on, is somewhere below you. And the timer begins.
Mirai is going to everybody get in really close. We're in darkness, correct?
No, the halls are actually dimly lit. Not brightly lit, but they
That's
are
fine.
dimly lit.
In dim light or darkness, the blade muffles all sound within 5 feet of you. I don't have to have it out, though.
Correct.
Great. Everybody get
All right.
within 5 feet of me.
Heck yeah. I still have Battlebee in my little amulet.
Okay.
Since Anubis has detect magic kind of at will, do we see anything around us or does he see anything around us that we should be cautious of?
This entire place radiates an innate extra-dimensional magic, but he does not notice anything in the immediate area aside from the very end, which has a sort of transmutation magic.
I guess we would move that direction to try and investigate what that transmutation magic might be, and if there's a way to see if it's part of the alarm system or not.
We need to be
So
stealthy as fuck.
So as you near the end of the hall, the shifting sound of stone bricks is heard echoing throughout the hall as the bricks shift away, sort of like almost Harry Potter style, but they shift away to reveal a much larger area. Before you,
Oh.
you guys see a massive stone bridge that crosses a seemingly bottomless pit. And before you, this dimly lit area has a kind of hollow, almost eerily silence to it.
As we progress kind of through this new portal that's opened up, Marcus would want to, I guess, do an investigation check to make sure that the coast is clear. I think, let me just double check my inventory here. I think he has a steel mirror that he can use to look around corners. Yes, he does.
So Marcus is sticking his arm out into the room and kind of peering around corners with the mirror. As you do this, you don't see anything down either adjacent hall to your left or right.
Marcus kind of looks around and kind of nods. And does the party want to move forward?
The question I have with the blue boxes, where like the
Mhm.
cells are and stuff, is if we step into this area, that's gonna set the alarm off.
Let me read real fast. Choose a door, window, or an area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. That is 20 feet in all dimensions, not just the surface area.
So if we were to be in that area, so if I was to fly in that area, correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay, so either way we slice it, if we are to enter this area past this blue line, we would set the alarm off.
Correct.
I think Anubis would again warn of that, and just be like, "Hey, watch out for where these alarm spells are." So no, I don't see. It's a bad thing. Who is measuring across the thing?
I was just curious. The more information you have, the better. Or we should dispel it, perhaps?
Anubis
Does he
does
use
have dispel magic.
B also
Right.
has Dispel Magic.
Why
He can
can't
use
I
it twice.
But remember the whole thing with banishment and terminus. I kind of don't want to blow through the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th level spell slots, if we can avoid it. So I think that we should be cautious with our magic dispelling.
I think we're going to need at least 2, though, in order to bypass the 2 first alarms to get to the stairs.
Okay. I'm good with that. How will we know what floor Speechless is on?
You will have to figure that out.
The records room is probably going to be near the key room. So if we get to the 142nd level, we should be able to find the key room and, if we're lucky, a records room showing where or who is in each of the cells.
That is an excellent plan. Okay.
So if the coast is clear, we're just going to kind of move into the map proper.
I think cautiously move forward into the middle. Okay. Where are the stairs?
I believe
There are sets of stairs on the west and east wings.
That's a big jump.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just nothing down there, right? It's just free fall.
It looks like an empty black void.
Love it. Love it. Love
You have
it.
no idea where it leads, especially since this is an extra dimensional space.
Okay, let me read you all of my infusions so everybody knows what I
Oh
have.
my-
I have rope of climbing, which could potentially be helpful. It can hold up to 3,000 pounds. If you hold one end of the rope and use an action to speak the command word, the rope animates. As a bonus action, you can command the other end to move towards a destination you choose. That that end moves
yes!
10 feet on your turn when you first command it, and 10 feet on each turn. What the fuck? Yeah. So do we want me to do that?
How long is your rope?
50 feet
It
usually.
it's 60 feet.
Oh no!
Gotta be shitting me.
If we knot my rope, it'll shorten to 50 feet, but we'll get advantage on checks made to climb it. My rope of climbing has an AC of 20.
Your rope of climbing has an AC.
It has 20 hit points.
What if we tied something and throw it?
If we had 2 ropes and we tied them together, then we'd have 100 feet.
And all we need is really one, right? Because we can tie a non-magical rope to the magical rope, send the magical rope across the chasm, have it tie itself off, and then we can tie off
True.
the other side.
Yeah. Sweet. So we got the rope of climbing. I'm gonna give that to Marcus or Mirai.
Marcus.
Give it-
Marcus, I give it to Marcus. Hey Marcus, I did this rope thing yesterday. He just hands it to you. I feel like Marcus will be the most level-headed of us all at this moment. And then the spell refueling ring B will give to Anubis, and we're all good.
So yeah, are you guys moving across the bridge to set up your rope thing?
Yeah, I think we should move. I'll make sure to keep an ear out for Anubis warning me of anything otherwise, but Marcus will be keeping an eye out for any kind of traps, and just making sure he's moving cautiously with the party.
Yeah, moving across the bridge, Anubis doesn't notice anything in particular with his detect magic.
Do you want me to roll an investigation roll just to have a baseline for what we're looking for?
Like looking for traps or
Yeah, looking for traps, loose stones, anything that might, get kicked off the bridge and give us away.
Sure, go ahead.
16.
So, like I described the bridge that led to Einstein's floating island, the stone bridge is immaculate. It's straight, just cold stone. It in no way looks natural at all. You don't see any cracks or wear in the stone at all. There's not a pebble out of place.
All right, so I will take us to about center point, so we're directly in front of the stairs. Looking around, do we see any kind of indication of what floor we're on?
You don't.
Of course we don't. Let's, I guess, try to. It looks like we really can't get across directly from the bridge. All right, so looks like we're gonna have to dispel at least 2 alarms for us to get around to the stairs.
Unless you were wanting to do something with the rope or some kind of flying across the chasm.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with us going across this abyss.
The option still stands that we could just dispel magic on those 2 alarms and walk
You
around.
could definitely do that.
Let's just do that for now, I guess.
It burns 2 slots, but it guarantees we get across and to the stairs. And from
Yeah,
the stairs we can go up and down.
Well, I literally can use it just from my violin, from my instruments of the bard. So I'll just use that. So we can. So I literally, that's all I can use that slot for. So might as well just dump it out one. You know what I mean? From there, and
Okay,
then we
so
can use one of Anubis's.
everyone on board with this
Uh,
plan?
Which
Yes.
stairs are you using? I will remind you that the gate is on the eastern hall. So the stairs to the east, the gate will be a hall extending away from them.
Well, then we should take the eastern.
With these two areas cleared out, we would move down the hall. Are there any kind of nameplates on these cells as we pass them?
No nameplates, just the numbers.
What numbers do we see?
You will see, in addition to the ones you can see on the map, this one to your immediate right is labeled 91-31.
So we're on the 91st floor, I assume.
All right. So just again, double checking, this
It's
area
been
has been
dispelled.
dispelled.
Yep. As you proceed down the hallway, you will notice the next one says 91-32, 91-33. It is safe to assume you are currently on the 91st floor.
So again, confirming that the next one has been dispelled.
That is correct.
All right, moving over here and moving down this direction. Again, Mark is keeping a sharp eye, looking for anything out of place, yada yada.
So coming to the stairwell, there are currently no stairs.
What the fuck?
You will see embedded in the wall on either side are these glass orbs, both glowing with a number in them. The current number is 91.
Oh. Is there like a pad or something that we can enter like a number onto?
Nope, just the glass orb.
Should I touch it? I want to touch it. Can I touch it?
Can somebody do an Arcana check on these things to see how they would operate?
Yeah, I think you should probably do that.
B will have advantage on it because they are constructs in nature.
All right, let's see. I got a 13.
I don't think B has ever seen anything like these. What do you do to inspect them?
I think B just touches it and like starts poking it in places and then is like, and she like kind of looks for a panel to open. I don't, and she looks at Marcus.
Marcus would be thinking about how Einstein controlled time on the orb, turning it left and turning it right. He would suggest maybe twisting an orb to the left or to the right to see if the number changes.
So B, when you touched it, you felt it like push in slightly, not as if it was a button, but as if it were in a socket.
Could I roll it like in its spot?
You go to roll it, and you feel it can only roll in two directions, up or down.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna up or down, guys.
Well, up. We have to go to the what, 42nd
No.
floor?
Down.
Wait.
We want to go down to the 142nd.
We're on the 91st floor though.
Correct, but we
So we're
go.
gonna go-
It goes from top to bottom, from one to whatever the biggest number is.
Yeah, the key room is on the 142nd, not the 42nd.
All right, guys.
Okay.
And then B will roll the orb down.
As you roll the orb, you will notice the glowing number inside of it decrease until you stop it. No, it increases it. So rolling it down will descend deeper into it. So you begin rolling it down. The numbers increase. So what floor do you stop it on?
I think B would keep going, but she would like be like, "Okay, guys, just tell me when." And it would be
Like you're putting salt on something?
Like she's putting Parmesan on her pasta at Olive Garden.
Keep going. Keep
Marcus would
going.
tell you to stop around 142.
Okay. He rolls it back into the center position.
Okay. So you stop it on 142. You will see the floor where the stairs would be opens up as stairs manifest themselves, descending downward.
Marcus would look in at the stairs to see if anything was amiss, and then ask Anubis to detect magic on it, see if there's anything
Mhm.
hazardous.
Again, transmutation magic. He assumes that's just for the purposes of moving the stones about. It's as innocent as a stairwell in a magic penitentiary could be.
All right, so do we go down the stairs?
Yes.
All right, we go down the stairs.
So you descend the stairs. To your convenience, it is only one level of stairs before you reach the 142nd floor.
Very nice. Okay, so I guess we step back. Before we move out of the stairway, he's going to look around the corner again, make sure there's nobody kind of pacing and doing guard rounds.
So we see the stairs open up from the hall's perspective. Then we see your arm stick out, flashing the mirror, looking in either direction. But it looks like the coast is clear.
All right, gonna step back out again. Marcus will look at the orbs next to the stairs. Do they say 142?
They do, and as soon as everyone exits off of the stairs, they will retract back up into the ceiling.
Lovely.
Very weird. I hate this place. The sooner, in my opinion, the sooner we're gone, the better. Right, Marcus? Lead
If
the way.
If Marcus were to look over here at this jail cell,
Mhm.
would he see, was it 142 slash, I think it is.
That is correct.
Okay. Looking around this corridor, do we see any kind of room that might give any kind of indication that it's a storage room or a holding area for keys or records?
The key room is attached to the south hall, or it is the
Okay.
south hall. So it would be, what's the word? Parallel with the stone bridge in the center.
Of course it is.
Wow, someone really thought very hard when they designed this.
Mhm.
Means we have to dispel 2 more or do some thrilling heroics.
I think we should
Yep.
just
And
dispel
the
them.
two more third level spell slots.
Or, hear me out, we send one person with the fly spell across to the bridge and they walk down to investigate the 2 rooms, or the 1 room, presumably a second one for records. So we don't have to deactivate them and save the spell slots.
The records room is on the bridge.
No, we don't know. It's likely what's going to happen is the bridge is right here. Sorry, right here, and there's a little bit of a area down here that we can see. I'm guessing that the key is down here, matching the hallway we came in on.
Are
That is
these-
correct.
Are these areas next to the columns nothing?
Yes. Those just descend into darkness.
Okay, I'll do it. Tie the rope to me, though, for the love of God.
If you're worried about going down there by yourself, B will gesture to her amulet and be like, you can take this with you. That way, if something happens, you'll have Pepper.
Yeah, we should have brought like just a disposable NPC to come along.
I mean,
Everyone looks at Halo.
I didn't look at Halo.
Oh.
You look around, you don't see Halo. He's
What the
currently screaming on his way to the demon world right now. Unfortunately,
Oh my god.
He
big
went
sad.
with big.
He has a crisis. He paints
Then
his
the
fins
amulet with
black.
Pepper.
Yeah, I can give you the amulet with Pepper. That way, if something happens, you'll have a big dinosaur to protect you.
What if you get pulled down though? Like all the way down?
I have some crystal shards I picked up from our time in the caverns. Can I just toss some of the crystal shards over the edge, see where they go?
Sure.
Marcus looks at Anubis. Does this seem like a bad idea to you?
You shrug. Um,
Great.
I'm
All right.
not honest. I'm honestly not sure. Every god designs their domain in strange ways.
His curiosity is going to get the better of him. He wants to toss crystal over the edge.
Is he
Does
looking
anybody,
to the party for permission?
does anybody
Yeah.
stop him?
No.
B would not. B would definitely not.
I just say send it.
All right. So here's what Marcus is going to do. He's going to hold his arm out over the void, and like pinching a quarter, he's going to release the crystal, and then he's going to turn his hand palm up, as if he's expecting to catch it. He then drops it and turns his hand over.
You drop it and you watch as it falls, maybe like 50 feet before it vanishes. You wait a couple of seconds,
Yes.
couple more seconds. Nothing.
So
Cool.
it seems to be gone.
Seems to be gone.
Seem to fall any faster than it normally would?
No.
Okay. So there doesn't seem to be any kind of effect pulling anything down.
Correct. You didn't
Right.
feel anything when you stuck your arm out over the edge.
Marcus turns back to the party. Seems safe. There's no guarantees. As Anubis said, it's a god's domain. Normal laws of reality don't apply here.
Oh man.
Are we at all worried about it canceling magical effects? I'm sure that would spell certain doom for whoever were to go across of it by means of magic.
Well, I mean, we could always try to throw that rope and see if it doesn't.
Got the animated
mean,
rope.
that's-
Let's command it to go across and see what happens.
B gets really sad that she worked really hard on this rope, but also
No.
really understands.
Well,
You can
put
hold
the,
one end of it.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah, or
hold on.
put it to the
Oh, okay.
immovable rod. Yeah.
B was really willing to throw away this rope for everyone. B will take out this 60-foot rope and kind of like have it on the floor, and then she'll be like, okay, if you could please start making your way to the bridge, and then she will hand the other side to Zephyr for Zephyr to hold.
What mechanism powers your rope?
I think it would be like a really, really, really long, like dragonfly rope. Like it's like a big, like mechanical dragonfly rope.
Got a super long tail.
Yeah, it's just got like a really, really, really long body and tail, and it's just like the size of a rope, the texture of a rope, but it looks like a dragonfly with like it's
Got little
kind
wings
of
on the end.
green. Yeah.
Okay, so it begins fluttering, and
it
it
uses
passes.
its little wings to go around.
It passes over the edge of the walkable terrain. Seemingly is able to fly across. It only gets to the extent that you have rope, but it is indeed a magical item and is able to be in the chasm.
As Jesse McCartney
Don't
would
stress,
say,
don't stress.
don't stress, even though we are most definitely stressing and Jesse McCartney cannot help us.
No.
What's the plan so far?
I guess we're probably gonna fly Zephyr across.
And I'm gonna give him guidance. And what's the distance again? More than it's like 70 feet.
70 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll probably give him guidance in case he needs to use it for anything.
He has a flying speed of 60 feet, so I will give Zephyr a bardic inspiration in case he needs anything. For the love of the gods, don't die, please.
I don't plan
Go
to.
get him. Oh, sorry, I ruined your moment.
Just like a cockblocker would.
No, I'm not
Felt like-
trying to be.
I felt like B just said, "Go get him, Tiger," and just slapped him on the ass.
That's She would not do that, but she was gonna slap his leg.
Brilliant. Let me split off Zephyr's token since he is departing from the
Ed,
main
I mean-
token. Okay.
Don't touch the blue line. Be careful.
Fine. Okay. So, gotta get across the gap. That's okay.
Zephyr has the amulet of proof against location and detection, right?
Fuck.
I'm
what
pretty
the
sure you
fuck
gave
is
it back.
Yeah, I thought we gave it back to Philip.
Yeah,
Okay.
Philip's got it.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Zephyr doesn't look down.
Wait, B, tie the rope to him.
Yeah, wasn't it already tied?
I assumed it was gonna be, but I'm sorry I did not mention it. Hey, go get him, Tiger. B will slap you, and then she'll be like, "Oh, by the way, let me tie this to you before you be brave."
Well, I think we should hold the other end in case something happens. And then if it doesn't, it's an animated rope. So we can just be like, okay, go. And like drop
Okay.
it, right?
Yes, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We're holding, I think all of us are holding to the rope.
All right.
B will give
I'm
you
going
a bag
to-
of Cheez-Its. She'll give you a bag of Cheez-Its and be like, for the fly over there.
I'm leaving.
You don't want the Cheez-Its?
I'm moving.
Okay. Your loss.
Throw the
Zephyr
Cheez-Its
starts
into the-
moonwalking into the air.
Throw the Cheez-Its into the chasm, B. I'm joking. Don't do that.
Yeah, slowly but surely, it looks like Zephyr is getting over to the bridge. And it's probably at that point that you lose the rope, dangles into the chasm, but it still attaches Zephyr, and Zephyr, you touch down on the bridge.
You're gonna go do an investigation. You're going to the key room.
Not to be the downer here, but I believe you only have 10 minutes, so be
Oh
efficient
yeah,
with time.
you only have 10
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading down that way then. Yeah, I'm gonna do an investigation check at the door, like see if I can like spot any alarms or anything.
Sure, you can make a. There is a magical glyph on the stone of the floor just inside.
So it's on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You could fly over it.
It might be an area of detection though. My current plan is I want to use my echo to cross the gap, right?
So like teleport across it. I
yeah.
believe you can swap places with it.
Exactly. I'm just worried that might be if I step in this space, if I'll activate that.
How far away can you summon your Echo Knight from you?
15. So if I step in this space, would that trigger it?
You have all of the information I can give you. You can see the glyph is almost impossible to see. You're lucky you were able to see it with such a high intelligence check. It is inscribed on the floor and visibly magical. And it encompasses the space I have drawn on the map. But that is all I can tell you.
Are these like solid columns? Like right here? Could I?
They're the same as before. They're technically in that space, but you can shimmy around them and effectively occupy that same space.
So I'm gonna step in, and then summon my Echo Knight over there at that spot.
As you step in, the glyph goes off.
Son of a bitch! Damn it! Okay.
There is a blinding white light as a visage of Justina appears before you. You see her in her full plate armor, but it's sort of like this translucent sort of image of her. She has 3 sets of these razor sharp metal wings, and she wields this circle-headed hammer. And though her eyes are blindfolded, she looks directly at you and points her hammer at you. And a pulse of searing light emanates from her. Everyone sees this explosion of light. I need Zephyr to make a Constitution saving throw.
You have a bardic, don't forget. And you have guidance.
And you have yes.
Okay. That's a 6, but I still
You take
it's a D8.
56 necrotic damage.
I have 2 HP left. I'm still alive.
Okay. I need everyone to roll initiative. Please select your token.
He got a 14.
Got a 13.
Got 7. Let me get Philip over here.
Bert got a
Anubis got a 16.
Bert got a 15.
Oh shoot, I didn't select his token. I'm sorry. Philip got
That's okay.
17.
You got a 17.
Yeah.
Okay. And currently, Pepper is in the amulet.
That is a bonus action to do.
To summon him out or her out, yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Like, is she still there or?
Yes, she is still there. So currently the whatever it is, the magical effect is creating light in a 60-foot radius. Okay, it is Halo's turn first. What do you guys want Halo to do? I was just going to have him run to the edge of the alarm spell and uses hold action to dash when it's dispelled. Because
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then that's what Halo will do. Philip, I assume, would probably do the same.
I am gonna get over to right by the little blue boy and wait for the spell to come down.
All right. That brings it to Anubis.
Yeah. Anubis would move to the edge and cast Dispel Magic. And once that's done, he will move the remainder of his movement.
All right. Bert's turn.
He's just gonna run and dash.
Okay,
It's
so he
50
can
feet.
get 50 feet on his short little gnome legs.
He tries his best. And then it'll go to Bee's turn. Bee will use her bonus action to bring out Pepper. She'll be like, all right, Pepper, I didn't think it would be so soon, but here we are. All right, Pepper, go!
This does mean that you won't be able to command Battlebee on your turn because you're using your bonus action to summon her.
Yeah.
Are you
All
going
right.
to get on to Pepper?
Pepper doesn't have an action because Pepper is controlled by Bert's bonus action.
That's only when he's mounting her. She can act on her own independently.
Can she?
Mm-hmm. She's a special.
She's a special still defender.
Mm-hmm.
Bee looks at Battlebee and is just like, Battlebee, I hope you don't get upset. She starts climbing Pepper, but and then
I'll
she
roll.
gets Pepper to sprint away.
She gets a 17, which is above you. I'm gonna say that since she rolled above you, you can have her, because that seems punishing since she rolled so well. So you can just have her move when you mount her.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
She has a 50-foot speed.
Bee, as she's getting on Pepper, is like, I love you, Battlebee. And then she'll use dash to get to the very edge, where she can wait for Anubis or.
But you still have your action, right?
Yeah, I do. Bee will go ahead and dispel that for everyone. Yeah, that's her turn.
All right, Mirai, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash right next to Bert. And I'm gonna yell, we're coming! Zephyr!
All right, Zephyr. Each creature in the sphere, when the glyph activates, is targeted by its effect, as is a creature that enters the sphere for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. I was reading that to myself. Currently, the visage is looking at you with blaring light in an accusatory manner, pointing her hammer at you. This alarm has been dispelled, and the bridge is also open to you.
A bit singed. Zephyr is going to then bonus action dash Get the rest of the way. That's it for me.
Marcus, it is your turn. We are out of high stress, though the apparition continues to manifest itself, sending these pulses of necrotic energy from its center. I'm
right.
going to go ahead and remove the turn order.
He's going to move his 60 feet down to where he can be. Has this being emerged, or is it purely just an illusion?
It seems to be stationary.
He doesn't have a clear shot at it, so he's just, I guess he'll hold his action until either it emerges or his next turn to move closer.
It does
I know I have
not.
turn order, so.
Yep. What does everyone do?
Would we dispel it?
Let's get an
Yes.
Arcanist down there.
So we're gonna try to dispel the Justina thing, glyph.
You think that would be a good idea?
Uh,
I can certainly take a look at it.
okay, yeah, let's move him down there and have him take a looky loo.
While we head down there, I'm gonna pick up the rope of climbing from Zephyr after he takes a second to breathe.
Yeah, Mariah's gonna. I don't know where my sheet is actually. Fuck. Yeah, let's get.
Oh, that's okay.
Let me,
I don't need to breathe.
if in any other circumstance, this would be hilarious. In this one, not so much. Yeah, let's get Anubis down there. This area that Zephyr's in, that's dispelled, correct?
Yep.
I guess Anubis gets as close as possible and takes a look at it.
He can make an Arcana check.
Sure. That's a 30.
It's just not enough.
Halfway to some.
Sorry. Yeah, no, that's plenty.
Oh.
He turns to everyone. He says, well, we have two options. We can either let this persist for its full duration, or I can try and dispel it.
How long
What's
is
the
the
duration?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Oh, yikes. No, turn it off.
It would require an ability check of 17 or higher to dispel it.
Well, let's try that. The Arcana check.
Well, before you do that, Arcana checks are impacted, or not Arcana. It would be an intelligence check, which is considered an ability check, so they are affected by guidance and bardic inspiration.
Okay, I will give him guidance.
It's
Yeah, he's
20.
fine.
A 21 is fine. A 24 is even
24.
better. But yes, he is able to remove. Oh my gosh, the entire map.
We all fall.
Son of a bitch. That was so scary.
Amazing.
Oh, I hate this. Why did I put that on the map layer? Yes, he's able to dispel it with a 24.
Great. Mariah just looks at Zephyr and is like, hey, you look like shit. Do you want me to heal you, or do you want to take one of your potions? I think I should heal you. I think that'll be a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm gonna use my instrument of the bards to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level, because there you go. You get 23 health back. Halfway home, baby. You need anything else? You need like a. Come on, you gotta have some
He
potions.
just-
Some Cheez-Its.
No, he just gives her a hug. That's all he needs.
All right, so Marcus is gonna head over here, checks in with Anubis. Are we clear to move in? Do you think?
You will see his eyes light up as he casts Detect Magic, peers into the southern hall, and nods. It seems clear. Yes.
Going in.
Before you go in, Halo will look at you, Zephyr, and say, maybe just for precaution, and he'll touch you as a illusory bubble will surround you as he casts Death Ward on you.
Good man. Good man.
Just to be safe.
Well, let's go. Or let's let Anubis do his thing. There's so many things happening.
Mhm.
Looking down this hallway, do we see doors or anything?
No.
Okay.
You just see what appears to be a sort of outreaching platform that, again, is surrounded by nothingness ahead of you.
Okay. Marcus will be keeping a sharp eye out to look around, make sure nothing's going to
May also remove
get
that.
set off. He'll be checking in with Anubis as they go down this hallway, moving slowly and cautiously.
So as you
Alright.
enter this room, you will notice grouped in fives, there are what looks to be compartments in the stone walls. At even intervals, there's 5 to the left of you, 5 to the right of you, 10 along this wall in total, and then 10 along the back wall in total, sort of mirroring the layout of these cells in Alcatraz, and
Okay.
each numbered 1 through 40.
If I were a betting man, I would say that each of those little compartments has the records for the prisoners held in that cell, and whatever's in front of us will control what level we're looking at.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
There a directory?
Yeah, can we just like say search for speechless and get
Or, like,
something?
He looks around for anything that's a directory.
You do not see anything. As Marcus did point out, though, there does appear to be a metal or a stone pedestal on the platform with similar controls like the elevator.
Marcus, do you want to control it or give up?
Sure. Control it.
Okay.
This control has 2 of these orbs, one of them with indicator lines that go vertically, and the other with indicator lines that move horizontally.
I guess I'll move the vertical one first to, I guess, a random number, whatever's going to come up after 1 tick.
It's very disorienting, but you will watch as the walls around you move in the direction of which you roll the sphere.
Okay. I
So
guess
you
he's going to.
you just hear the shifting of stone as all of these compartments like move vertically around you.
I guess I'll settle on one of the walls that. Are there doors or like windows?
Well, the compartments in the walls seem like they're boxes with like doors that can open into them, but not for human use.
Okay. I guess he's going to move the one that's horizontal and move it 2 clicks or 2 spaces.
You will see one of the boxes lights up, and as you move it, the box that's lit up will change at an increment around the room until it lands on the box you select.
Okay. I'll go to the box to the right of the party.
As you do this, you will see a name inscribed on the stone tablet, one of which you do not recognize.
I guess I'll keep scrolling through this level until I recognize a name.
So, for the purposes of this, you can search through the archives for an inmate's respective key. You have to do so manually if you're unaware of the inmate's identification number. So each investigation check requires 10 minutes. And after you get a cumulative check of 50 or higher, you'll find the desired inmate's key. Does that make sense?
Alrighty. Yes, it does.
He gives Marcus guidance.
Should I look for speechless first?
Yes.
All right. So you said investigation.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll do first investigation. It's an 18. I'll do my guidance, which is a D4, right?
Yep.
Which is a 1,
All
so it's
right.
a 19.
Right. So 10 minutes go by as you're looking through the archives. You haven't found her yet.
19.
I'm assuming B is giving you guidance each time, so continuously do that as well.
Yes. Bert has catnap. I
Mhm.
did not know if anybody had used their abilities that could be like replenished after a short rest. So I just wanted to like
Okay, yeah, I could give Marcus Bardix then. But I mean, also, how many people does catnap encompass? Because that means that Zephyr might be able to use second wind, and then
up to 3 willing creatures. It
Mm,
could be Zephyr, you.
Mirai.
Okay. So with that last check, which spends you another 10 minutes, you are now down to an hour and 20 minutes. You find a compartment not labeled speechless, but labeled Layla.
Oh, that is her name, I believe.
I would want to get her things out of there, grab the key, and I'd want to know. I want to make note of what floor and cell she's in.
Now that you have found her key, you know her identification number, which is a combination of her floor number as well as the cell number. She is on floor 112, cell 27.
Do we want to try and find the demon too?
Yeah, I mean, we're here, right? Hopefully we won't have to use him, but the gods only know.
Here we go again. That's a 14 plus 2 is 16.
16.
Oh, I'll keep giving you Bardix. I'll give you a Bardic on that one because we're gonna do catnap, right? So Zephyr, I think that you should maybe use your second wind.
All right.
21 total then.
21 total. Okay. That's another 10 minutes.
21, and I'm going to do a guidance and a bardic. 30. So I gotta get one more. Another half an hour. Dang.
Okay,
All right.
take it.
I'm not gonna need the bardic.
Okay, then knock me out, B. Have Bert knock me and Zephyr out. Knock us out.
Bert will tell you both to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come sit down. I used to do this for B when B was little.
Does he start reading them a story?
He pulls out blankets from his little bag.
Amazing.
Pepper opens up and she pours some milk into some glasses. All right, drink up.
Okay, thanks.
And then he starts singing you a lullaby.
I'm so sleepy. Mariah falls asleep immediately.
James is dying in the bedroom.
While this is
Or
happening,
just fall asleep anywhere.
While this is happening, Marcus, you find out Danda's floor and his cell number.
Okay.
He is located on floor 25, cell 03.
Is there anybody else we should be looking for?
You turn around to ask that, and you hear a from probably Zephyr. I bet he does that. Right?
That feels right.
Zephyr.
Yeah,
Zephyr
the old man
snore.
snores.
Bert is just like, oh, they're so cute. Kids these days.
Mariah literally like wrapped her arms around his middle part and just fell asleep like in his lap.
From the compartments, Marcus, you recover small metallic strong boxes, each of them with their key resting on top. Oddly enough, though, the key has no prongs, as in it doesn't have any like teeth for inserting into a door. Instead, the end of the key ends in 2 metal prongs.
Do these 2 metal prongs look similar to the tuning fork that we got from Einstein?
They do.
They do.
So catnap takes 10 minutes. We'll assume that Mariah gave Marcus the bardic inspiration and went right to sleep. So that 10
Immediately.
minutes of that 10 minutes of searching through, looking for the key, and you guys getting your short rest happen simultaneously. You guys are currently down to 50 minutes.
Oh, we better fucking book it.
All right.
You wake up feeling well rested, Mariah and Zephyr. Feel free to spend hit die if you would like to. Before you guys continue, I need to roll 2 things. Hope I don't get a 1. Okay.
What was that for, though? Are you not gonna?
I don't know. What was that
Find
for?
out.
You do.
We'll find out.
I rolled 2d8s. The first one was a 3, and the second was an 8.
Okay, so we have 50 minutes left to get out of here before we get inundated by guards. So
Where are you going first?
that's an excellent question. We should definitely go get Speechless out of her cell.
Yeah.
I'm wondering though if there's anybody else that we can think of who might be here, who might help us. And Marcus would look directly at Anubis and ask him directly.
I've quite many demons away here, but none that I would ask for help. I feel apprehensive about asking Danda if this wasn't such a dire circumstance.
Fair enough. Philip, how about you?
Most of the people I know, if they're here, they should probably stay here.
Fair point. All right, so not rescuing anybody else. Great. Let's go get Speechless.
You're not gonna ask me?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Halo, who do you want to bust out of prison?
Halo, I'd be very interested to know if you knew anybody in here. And if you do, we need longer conversations.
I don't, but I do like to feel included sometimes. He'll
That
walk
is
past
fair.
you.
That is fair, but I did ask the 2 people who are most likely to have allies here.
Yeah, he asked all the criminals.
Man, Halo's dark past. All right, yeah. Where are you guys going?
Is it eyeliner?
It's eyeliner.
The name's Umbra now.
Oh God. Alrighty
All right.
then.
Oh my god, it's just a phase, Dad.
As we head back to the elevator/stairs, Marcus would ask Anubis if there was any way that we could escape using Dunde's power without actually utilizing Dunda.
Well, as I explained, the claw I have is mundane. It seemed to lose its magic immediately upon being severed from Dande. I actually retrieved it for that sole purpose of hoping it could be of use, but from what I have uncovered, it is merely just something that was once part of him and is not any longer.
Is it possible that's not working because it's dead and it's not attached to the living thing?
I suppose it's possible, but I would need to do further study on it.
We don't have time for that, unfortunately. So
He nods. I agree.
how did you capture him in the first place?
Through the help of Lothric, of course.
Ooh.
As we're moving through all of this, we should probably talk about an exit strategy. Do we want to try and fight our way out, or do we want to try and trust the demon?
He also had a third option of confiding in Justina herself, but I don't know how Zephyr feels about Justina right now.
I mean, it was a
Well,
trap. It was a spell. It wasn't
yeah,
really her.
I don't
was
think
it?
that was
Well,
didn't react in any way to us dispelling it or like me flashing the badge. So I don't think it was her. I think it's just like an image of her, basically.
I think Zephyr should do it at this point. What have we got to lose except for time? And we're already losing that, so
I mean, the moment we contact her is the moment that she realizes that we're here, and we have if we fail, we have additional MLE to deal with.
well, let's get Speechless out first then.
All right.
Maybe hear me out. We get speechless out and we head to Dende's floor, right? We get in front of his, or we get close, and then we pray. You know, we have Zephyr pray, and if it works, then it works. We don't let him out, and if it doesn't, we let him out.
Always not.
I think that's better than us trying to fight Terminus. I really, 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 really don't want to fight that guy.
Yeah, but you really want to release a demon who can literally jump anywhere in reality?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Mirai frowns at both of you and is like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I don't want to be in Alcatraz. So no, I would rather release a demon that, sure, he can tear through stuff, but captured one time, you can capture him again. Am I right? I feel like I'm right.
I think. Wait, first of all, can you guys hear the popcorn in the background?
A little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Definitely.
Never mind. I'm not
But
going to
that's
talk.
no. Talk.
This is not the time to pop popcorn. What are you doing?
I
I'm
think it's the
sorry. I just
perfect-
get really stressed and I get hungry, and it's okay. Battleby just
The
has a really
catnap
small
is
microwave.
over.
I just wanted to say that if we release this demon and we die, there's still this demon that could potentially cause a lot of harm in places elsewhere. I think if we fight
What?
Terminus, if something happens to us, it just affects us.
I have a silly question, and Marcus turns to Anubis. If I'm just using hypotheticals here, we use him to escape this place. How difficult would it be to have him bound and then cut his hand off when we get there? Like, just remove his hand.
What is my plan? I do have a spell that would allow me to assume control of him, complete and utter obedience. If it were to work, that is. If it fails, well, I'm not sure there's much we can do to bind him to our service, especially with the time frame given.
Well, at this point, we would need to bind him to our service. I guess what I'm saying is if we use him to get out of here, can we double cross him long enough to remove his ability to travel in reality? Like, are his claws the focus of this thing? Or can he just, like, kick the air and go?
To be honest, I'm not sure about the capabilities of the Rakshasa, but from what I understand, it is bound to his claws, though they are still quite formidable in combat. I like our odds of facing him all together, but my assumption is that as soon as he teleports us, he's going to be looking to make his escape once again.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
The only chance of us having him comply with us entirely is if he falls victim to my magic.
Try this then. Plan A. Get speechless out. Go to the prison cell where the Danda is held. Make the appeal to. We have Anubis try to bind Dende to our will, and pretty much no matter what happens, we then talk to Justina, and that way, if Justina decides that we are not worthy, we have our exit strategy right in front of us, and we can escape that way. If he's not able to bind him, then we have a fast escape route to Mr. Monster Man.
We head downstairs, we pray to Justina, and then we hopefully leave.
Yep.
Okay. I like this plan.
There's a lot of ifs in this plan. All right. So, traveling to floor 112.
Sounds good.
All right. Again, moving at a cautious pace, keeping an eye on Anubis just to make sure of things.
Anubis looks down the hall this way. His eyes light up and gives you a thumbs up.
Great. Going this way. Going this way. Going to the stairs. B, would you do the honors?
I'll never really get to do this again. And then B will point to the orb upwards.
It will land on the 112th floor. The stairs will descend from the ceiling, allowing you guys to get up to the next or to that level.
As we get there, James, what is this number right here?
01.
01. Okay. And that means that, let's see,
Minimum, you would have to dispel three
Four.
alarms.
Okay. How many folk have dispel at this point?
Anubis does, but it would have to be a higher casting. Well,
Okay.
I have that ring that B gave him. So I can do 1/3 level casting. And the rest would have to be at 4th level.
All right. So is Anubis the only one with dispel magic? I thought B said she had some.
B has it.
Okay. How many 3rd level slots do you have left?
1.
Okay.
Your
But to be
highest
fair-
spell level is 3rd level, though, right?
Yes, and to be fair, the only other 3rd level spell I have is haste. So I mean, I feel like it would be a good use to use the dispel magic.
You get your spell slots back on a long or short rest.
Long rest.
Let Anubis do it.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and move the token. Dispelling as you go.
Dispelling as we go and
Yep.
moving cautiously for obvious reasons. All right. So this should be Speechless's cell.
You see the plain stone wall before you with the number inscribed 112-27.
Marcus would look at the key and kind of look around like, who's used this before? Anybody? Anybody with any kind of inkling about magic?
Probably Anubis.
And Marcus would hand over the key to Anubis.
He will take the tuning fork in his hand, walk up to the wall, and tap it on the stone. You hear the reverberation of the unique tone, and for a moment there's nothing happening until the stone wall begins to shift away, revealing a dimly lit interior room where you see Speechless currently chained to the floor.
Honey, I'm home.
As the light comes into the room, she will look up. What the fuck?
Yeah, I've been
What?
asking myself that all day.
What are you guys doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Why not?
There's a lot of shit we shouldn't be doing, but we did anyways. So we're here anyways. Do you wanna go home? Do you wanna get out of here?
Want to go live with Marcus forever?
He gives you some weird side-eyed look. Like, what?
I mean, you
mean,
did say
if-
honey.
I mean, if you're driving, anywhere's better than here, right?
Enough. Marcus would look around the cell and make sure it's not going to trip up anything, and take a look at those chains and locks if there's any there.
Upon seeing them, Anubis, his eyes fixate on the chains. Recognition immediately at what spell it is. This would also require some very powerful. And then he looks at the key and he says, "Unless," and he'll walk over and ping the tuning fork on the chains, which immediately turn a dull black color and crumble into ash.
That's a fancy trick.
That is
These things are
fancy.
pretty nifty. I might have to add this to my domain if I ever were to go back there, which probably won't. And he'll
I mean, it'd
hand
be
the key
cool
to
if you
Marcus.
did. It'd be
Marcus
like
would-
really cool if you did.
Marcus would ask for the key back just to look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, he'll hand it to you.
Does Speechless have the tracker on her leg?
She does not.
Excellent.
So she kind of like rubs her wrists, stands up, and cracks her neck. All right, well, if you guys want to show me the way out of here, that'd be nice.
Not so fast. Marcus would take the key, and I believe there was a steel strongbox. And
Mhm.
based on what he just saw, he would tap the strongbox to see what happens.
It does not open.
Son of a bitch. He tries it again in only the way a human would do, and then look
When
over to
you
Anubis.
when you hit it against the strong box, instead of resonating in that similar tone, there's just like a metal clanking sound.
Is there a latch?
So the box looks like it would have an opening, but there's no actual. It doesn't look like there's a mechanism to actually keep it shut. It's just somehow innately being held shut.
Anybody
and
with any kind of magic?
Anubis looks at it and gives you a shrug, and Speechless gestures for it. I think that's mine.
Yes, I think it is. And tosses it over to her.
You put it in her hand, and immediately the box opens, and she reaches inside, fetching out some of her belongings, including her spellbook.
This is about to get very interesting, isn't it?
She looks at the box, pats the bottom of it to make sure she got everything, and then tosses it over her shoulder into the corner of the room.
All right, let's make tracks.
Or maybe not, so they don't follow us.
Oh no, let's make them.
Girl,
I mean, we've been so stealthy up until right now. We might as well.
I mean, she looks past you into the hall. You don't have the MLE on your tail, so I mean,
You know what?
Not doing
She's
too bad.
right.
Not yet. Give it time. All right, so look at the
Hmm.
rest of the group. 25th floor, then?
Ooh, yeah. Let's
wait,
go.
what's on the 25th floor?
Oh,
of two
just like a
things.
snack bar.
Aren't we supposed to be getting the hell
Yeah.
out of here?
That's
Yeah,
the
we're-
idea.
Yep.
I'll fill you out of the way.
Be grits
Don't
or
Alright.
you
teeth.
want to get like some Cheetos or something on our way out? Like I heard that that's where they keep like the staff coffee bar, right? They must have some good shit.
B goes over to Mariah and like tugs at your sleeve for you to bend down.
Mariah bends down. What's
Hey,
up, kid?
is there actually a staff snack bar?
Mariah puts a hand on your shoulder. I'm gonna have to tell you this sooner or later, and since we might die, I think it's probably good for you to know now. I am a liar.
Oh, I knew it was too good to be true. B acts like
Yes.
she totally knew you were lying.
I'm so sorry. I was just joking.
Hey, I should
Uh,
have assumed that, that why would they give their staff snacks here? Like that makes no
Yeah.
sense. It's probably like poor
Ugh.
working conditions.
I know, right? You know what? Maybe here's an idea. Do you think that we could? Do you have any paper? Like maybe we could write like, "Are you interested in joining a union? Do you not have enough employee snack bars?"
That's a really good idea.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Do you want to? I will carry you on my shoulders if you want to write that while we walk.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that sounds perfect. Thank you.
text on the screen appears. Speechless has joined the party as she walks out of the cell, which immediately the wall, instead of closing behind her, seems to crumble, almost as if being destroyed.
All right, moving right along.
As she walks out, she will look at you, Zephyr. I guess you got my messages.
of course. We're glad to have you back.
She squints at you and punches your shoulder. Don't go soft on me. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, B, do you want to do the honors?
Mariah like moves you close on her back to it while you
Me-
write out the labor. The labor union
you.
notice.
B will take a moment from writing join. She was writing the word join, like join the union. And she's going to reach over and move the orb up.
So you move it up to the 25th level.
I do.
The stairs descend from the ceiling, giving you your passage up.
All right, Nubis, you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
Okay. So, unless I'm mistaken, I believe this right here is the cell with the demon.
That is correct.
Okay. So we need to do one more dispel magic, and then attempt a domination.
Well, don't mind if I do. And Speechless will snap her
Whoa.
fingers.
Are we supposed to Oh no, we got to do this first. That's right. Okay. Sorry, mixing up my order of operations.
No worries. Speechless will use one of her 3rd level spell slots to do Dispel Magic.
Thank you. And moving forward, being cautious, making sure not tripping over anything. All right, Mr. Anubis, I believe, unless Speechless has something that she'd like to do.
Yes.
So, who has the key?
I think I have that key as well. Marcus is going to take the key and, rather proud of himself, he's going to touch the wall with it.
Again, it folds away, and inside you will see a large lion-headed man whose appendages end in these long, grotesque sort of claws. Like Speechless, the figure is chained, but if you recall from when Anubis imprisoned the Bone Devil, there were silver spikes jammed through the demon. It seems to be that is the case for this one as well. And with these red bloodshot eyes of a unending pain, you will see the creature look up at you. Its pupils, these narrow slits as the light floods in.
Anubis?
Yes, right. Anubis will walk forwards and cast Dominate Monster on Danda. So this is for 1 hour. And his spell save DC is 17. It is a wisdom saving throw.
I can't watch. Somebody tell me what happens.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna hurl.
Oh my god.
What the hell is going on here?
Thank you, Philip.
Philip, who has not been paying attention at all.
Philip would be that person.
Yeah.
Oh my god, roll already. I'm gonna throw up.
So Danda has advantage on this save.
Please
Oh,
roll.
what the
Sorry.
He's impaled!
Magic resistance.
Fair.
Oh my.
Okay.
He has a +3 to this. I don't know if any of you have any abilities that can
What is-
hamper his wisdom save.
I'm literally looking at that right now.
I'm just
Actually,
hold on.
All right, guys, let's do this.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I feel like I have something. I have so many things that I never use.
I'm gonna come in.
Why? Oh, okay. She has popcorn for me.
Oh.
Ride the DM.
Casey, unplug the computer.
Hi.
I brought this for you,
Okay.
but you can't have advantage. I don't like
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Here.
If that's
James,
not
we
at the
keep-
beginning
okay.
of the episode.
Good distraction, Casey. Good distraction,
job.
Casey. Artie, go for it. Go for it. He's distracted. Go.
Go, Artie, go.
Go.
Go
All right,
for it.
wait.
God. Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, James, thank you for
do
leaving my
not-
cot for that.
Do not get on my desktop, Artie. I will end you.
Oh,
All right.
God.
With advantage, Danda will make his save. Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
Anubis goes to cast his spell. You hear his incantation, and it is interrupted by a low growl. You think that'll work on me, Anubis? Not again.
All right.
Hey, I mean, maybe I could talk to him, right? Listen, all I need is like 1 minute, right? Maybe I could just talk to him.
Hey, buddy, what's your life goals? Kind of judge how bad he's gonna fuck up the world.
Yeah, Mariah just like peeks around Anubis and is like, "Hey, quick question. If we let you out of here, what would you do like to the world? Like what's your plan?"
There is another low growl that resolves in a twisted laughter. The most horrid things you can imagine.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay, well, it was so nice meeting you. We might be back, okay? We're taking up other offers. I it's this interview process has been very interesting, honestly.
You'll see the chains go even more taut as he strains against them.
Yeah, okay, I'm going. It was again really nice to meet you. I could be back to let you out later. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Bye. And we're just gonna like grab Anubis and be like, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Zephyr is just,
What-
as he's passing by, he's just going to flip him the deuce and just say,
So-
like, in fertile, keep it cool, pussycat.
Oh.
Wow,
right.
that was interesting. I didn't think that he was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna destroy everything in the world.
He's a demon, Lux. We had a war over this. I'm not sure if you know.
I
There's a whole war about this.
but
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
like, as
I
a
dropped the bomb for a
known-
reason.
I know, honey,
Mar-
and you did a fantastic job. But like, as a
Do you
liar
guys-
myself,
Are you guys talking? Are you talking about this while the door is open, or do you let the door close?
I'm holding the
Thank
door open.
goodness.
I have a question for Anubis.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
door open.
All right, door open though.
Anubis.
I can
How-
still hear you talking.
Yes,
oh my god,
I know.
this does not involve you. Oh my god, you're so rude.
I partially
Nobody
closed the door.
teach you manners.
Your mama did not teach you manners.
All right. I want to sever that one of its hands. I want to take it with me.
Oh. Mariah's like shaking her head. No.
Why not?
We don't have time. I mean, Anubis has one, right? So like,
He's got a single finger off, a single claw off of a hand. I need the full hand.
Let me look up something.
your funeral.
He's chained up on spikes. What's the worst that could happen?
Anubis will glance in the room at the chains that are currently restraining him, and he looks at you, Marcus, and says, I understand your desire for that, but if we do sever one of the limbs off him, it's likely the chains restraining him might give.
Closes the door. All right. Let's talk to God.
Big man, Marcus.
Proud of you, Marcus. I know that was really hard.
Philip sneaks a peek inside and says, "Oh, I didn't realize we came to a petting zoo."
Oh my God, Philip! Why do we bring you?
He shrugs.
I'm
It's a very
joking.
specific skill set.
I have a certain special skills, and
No.
All right.
I can shoot things really good. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry,
Mariah
continue.
hugs Zephyr and gives him a bardic inspiration.
So, what is Zephyr trying to do?
So would I really know like how to reach out to her, or is it just like a praying thing?
I guess that'll depend on your religion roll.
It's top 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
You put bardic if you wanna.
I don't think I need it for this.
Okay.
Okay. What do you say?
Zephyr bends the knee. Your Honor, I have case that I wish to bring to your attention. I have discovered possible corruptions at the MLE, and I must plead my case to you. I, Zephyr Wesley, former detective, servant of justice.
And as Zephyr is praying, is he praying out loud or is this an internal thing?
It could be a kind of like out loud thing, I guess, so everyone can hear me.
So your words echo through this vast emptiness, and we watch the scene expand away from you as the view falls on the face of Captain McClave. Seems he's busy at work, filing paperwork or some other MLE business. And we hear as if it was in his head. Captain McClave, I believe there was someone in Alcatraz, someone by the name of Zephyr Wesley. Do you know this man? You'll see McClave look at his paperwork. I'll find out who it is. See that you do. And that's where the scene will end.
Secret ending, McClave boss battle.
What a little
Seemingly,
bastard.
Zephyr's prayer goes unanswered.
Did he say that to Mirai?
I'm gonna say the scene ends as Zephyr's waiting for a response.
Oh my god.
So
Any second now.
he'll have the chance to tell you at the beginning of next session.
Oh my god.
Any second. Hold on. She'll
Ryan's
answer
like,
any
I
second.
would. All
It's
right.
like-
Okay.
It's like sending. It's like sending. It'll be here any second. She's got to think of how many words.
Any second.
Any second.
Any second.
Cue elevator music.
In
So
her
would
head,
you guys-
Mariah's just like, I would have never had to wait this long with Navris.
Is she out there yet? I had my eyes still closed.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Radio D&D. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Radio DD Pod, and make sure to check out Drawforth Arts on Instagram. They created our podcast cover art and did an absolute amazing job. If you liked what you heard, please rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Plain Ethereal. That's PLAIN Ethereal.
I'm Ethan, and you can find me at my Twitter at Badger_D, in as in the letter D.
Join us next time on Radio D&D.